Hey there, guys and gals. This is your host, Joe, Life with Yosef. You know, I wish I had the date. I'm going to have to text it in here. It's a Saturday. I think it's the 23rd of November of 2024. I am at Orange Grove RV. It's more in Edison than in Bakersfield in Kern County, California. You've seen me here. I stayed here in June when it was 109 degrees, and I went to Motel 6, and then I stayed here on my way to Patterson just overnight, and now I'm staying here on my way back to Bullhead City. So let's get to what I think should be pretty much wrapping, or almost wrapping up, the new Hideout. So let's get to that now. I got the bid from Adam, who's a Sierra's guy, and it's about $2,000, between 2,000, I think it's about 2,050 for everything. Everything. He's also going to install some some of the handicap grab bars in the shower, which are pretty important to me. I was at Motel 6, I think 2 years ago at least. And I was up there by myself, and I fell getting out of the shower because it had the tub, and I bruised myself really bad. And I thought, if I'd have knocked myself out, nobody has a daily housekeeping anymore, they'd have never found me. They'd opened the door and smelled the mess. So anyway, I'm glad for that. So. Adam, I've made contact with Adam, and I told him I really can't commit to you until we close. It should be Wednesday. So he says he understands. I'm going to reach out to him. I think he's going to be out of town over Turkey weekend. So we're probably looking at the first week of December to get this work done. $2,000, I'm all in. We sent back a proposal for the 3 safety items were $715. So in our encounter, we took $715 off the asking price, and they agreed to it. So the long story short, my out the door price is $131,505 and change, and we signed everything. I signed it Thursday with e-sign or DocuSign. One of them. It's awesome. You don't have to be there. I guess if you have to be there, if you need a notary, that's one thing, but I didn't need a notary here. So Friday morning, I looked on my credit union app, and I tried to set the wire transfer for the $130,000 because I've already put $1,500 down in good faith. So it turns out I had to use the actual web browser and not my app. So I called, and they were open at 7 in the morning. I was impressed, and I got help, and the gal was really helpful. Trisha, I think her name was. And she said, okay, you fill this out, but no, probably when the right person gets in for the wire transfer team, they're going to call you. And 8:32, they did call me. And they asked me a bunch of questions off the credit report to make sure I'm who I say I am. And she asked me, I'm going to really scratch your memory here, but where did you travel in 2016? Well, hell, I can't remember, but because I have 1,000 YouTube videos, and if you watch me, you can go and you can see how many I have of original content of My Happy Mug. I scrolled to Travel 2016 and read off the videos that I had posted from where we traveled, and then she asked, well, did you travel overseas? And I had forgotten that I have the Europe 2016 in a separate folder. And I said, well, as a matter of fact, and I read off the countries, the UK, Liverpool, Scotland, Edinburgh, and then we went to London, and we went to Amsterdam, and then we went to Germany, and then we went to France, and then Paris and such, and then we went back over to London, and we flew home. So 10/10 for having everything on YouTube. So I'm pretty happy about that. Now I have no problem with this type of security because, and as the gal at my credit union reminded me, this is like handing over cash when you wire transfer. There's no taking it back. So I verified the numbers. Everything is good. Where you're sending it. And I got the email confirmation from my credit union with the correct recipient, which is the title company in Bullhead City. And then I got a phone call a little bit later in the day from the title gal, and she said, yeah, we got it, no problem, everything's good. So I've paid for it. I paid the $131.5 and change. So Tuesday we're going to do the walkthrough, and it should record Wednesday. I should get the keys about 1 o'clock, and I'm in. And now, assuming again, the walkthrough isn't a problem, and bluntly, I still haven't gotten into the shed, so I don't know what the holdup here is, but I'm going to probably have to secure a pair of bolt cutters and address it myself. So we're going to find that out. The last few times I've moved into places after we got off the road, I didn't really unpack everything. Yeah, I didn't in Coos Bay. I didn't when we went to assisted living. I didn't really have room, and in a Denair, I really didn't either. So I think this time, instead of just throwing everything in the park model in the new Hideout and going through it, I think it's going to be overwhelming me. So I'm going to try a different strategy. I'm going to try Wednesday, for example. I'm going to get what I have in the truck, in the bed of the truck, out of the bed and into the new Hideout. And I'm going to start putting stuff where I got, clothes and stuff I'm going to hang up. I'm going to try to have nothing in bags anymore. I need to do a little bit better because I'm going to be here hopefully for a good long time. But memento mori says you never know. And so just remember that. So my plan is at least 15 years here. So I want to, and I have a week at least to get all my stuff over. And I do, but maybe not quite right away, but I still have stuff in the storage locker that outside cooking, my stove, some tables, my propane bottle and stuff. And I'm going to get that out probably, I need to see if I need to give them notice or not, but probably by the end of January. I'm going to have my outdoor cooking set up, and I want to be able to go through all the stuff, hang it up, put it away, have a little bit better plan than what I've had in the past. You guys who know me, when we moved to Stockton, I had like 6 4-foot tall boxes full of nonsense that I never did go through. So it's like, come on, dude, you really got to do a better job. And bluntly, I'm at least the 3rd generation with hoarding tendencies, and I really got to fight this. And it's just me now, so there you go. So I think that's about it. I can't think of anything else. Tomorrow I'm going to go to Yermo from here. I'm going to stay at the KOA, which I need to make a reservation for. Today I saw probably 5 or 6 of those god-awful Cybertrucks. I saw at least 10 Tesla cars. I saw a Rivian, and I saw a Lucid. And Lucid, Lucid, is another American electric car manufacturer. And I'm going to have to look this up, but I think they went out of business recently. So I'll, of course, I could text, I'll text in here, right here, if they are or they're not. And I think they are, but we'll find out. So it was just odd that I haven't seen this many electric cars in God knows how long. And I want to point out here, I got to cut this in. I'm on the freeway right here. I'm on 5 southbound, and you are going to, you see the truck pull over. Now, if the truck's suddenly pulling over, there's going to be a reason. Now, the CHP has has a truck pull over, and there's a move over law in this state. And you're going to see these goddamn idiots. 2 of them just, oh my God, I can't wait for this. They pull in the right lane and zoom on past. It's like, you know, I rode along with Charlie when he was at Roland Park, and we banged the guy for this. God, the guy nearly ran my brother over, and we had it all on dash cam. So when we get, when Charlie jumps in the car and we go up, that's enough RAS. So we Terry stopped this guy. He's not happy. And God love my brother, everything's on dash cam, and he's wearing a body camera, which I'm all for, and he is too. He said, every real officer should welcome the body camera, because it's usually why I wear one too, because it makes me accountable, and there's no nonsense here. If now these guys who shut the cameras off, it's something else. So Charlie cites this guy. He gives him his card with the chief's name and number, says, you can go in tomorrow, make an appointment with the chief, let him know you're going to come in. It's not that big of a department now. It's in the Kansas City Metroplex, but, you can go see the chief. And, Charlie's off shift. He uploads all the stuff. He did give the chief a heads up. Well, the guy went down and talked to the chief. The chief brings up the footage from the dash cam and Charlie's body camera. And the chief says, you almost ran my officer over. And the guy looked and he was like, uh-oh. He just said, I didn't think it was that close. And he says, well, basically, enjoy your citation. I suggest you pay. So Charlie never did go to court on that. So I think that's going to wrap it up. This is always your host, Joe, Life with Yosef. This will be the close. Enjoy your day. Peace be with you. And dude and I will see you for the next one, which will hopefully be Wednesday when I take the keys and I'm in the new hideout. Probably won't sleep in there for another 2 or 3 days until I can get at least everything I need in there, so, I'm not, I could live. So there you go. So enjoy your day. Peace be with you. And we'll see you for the next one.